Okay, so one last thing I'm going to mention before I talk about the brokerage company is the exam. If you fail it, don't freak out about it. It doesn't mean that you don't know the material. A lot of the answers are very similar. So most of the time, there are more than one right answer. You just have to choose the best one. So make sure you read over everything twice, the questions and the answers. Read over everything twice. Don't go back and second guess yourself. Go with your gut. But if you do fail it, like I did, don't freak out. At first, I was really hard on myself about that. But I mean, honestly, it doesn't mean that I didn't know the material. It was just I needed to read things more closely because the answers are very, very similar, and sometimes the question is built so vague that you may misunderstand what it's really truly asking. So anyway, I just wanted to add that on about the exam really quickly. So about searching for a brokerage firm. This I didn't take very lightly. I wanted to make sure that I was going to go with a company that I felt solid about because I didn't want to just choose anybody. A few different things that I was looking for whenever I was doing my research about different companies. I looked for a broker that is in-house because I wanted to make sure that if I had any questions, which we all will have a ton of questions when we first get started, because you're going to look at a contract for the first time. Even though you've been studying in school, you're going to look at it, when it's a real deal, and your mind's, may go blank, and you may not be sure what to answer on some of the sections. So I wanted to make sure that I had someone there in-house that was going to be able to answer my questions, texts, calls, like, on Saturday evenings or, whenever. Second, I looked for the culture in the office. I wanted to feel at home when I went into the office. I went and visited 3 different firms. I visited Coldwell Banker, Weichert, and Keller Williams. I did go do an interview with them all, but I knew that I wasn't going to really get a full feel of the office by one visit, talking to one person at each location. So I made sure to ask them, hey, when are your trainings? When can I come and sit in on a training? Some of them, Weigert and Coldwell Banker didn't really have anything like super public. Keller Williams they're really strong about their training, and they tend to invite everyone. The other 2 didn't, so I had to kind of go the extra step and ask them, hey, can I come to this? So make sure you do that because that way you really get a sense of the office. You see more faces. I feel like by being around more people that are in the office, I got a feel for the culture of the office. So I did. I went to trainings to all of them, and I went to Weichert and Coldwell Banker, and I didn't feel at home there. It just felt not cold, and I'm not putting the offices down by any means. It's different for everybody. It may have been perfect for someone else, but for me, it just wasn't what I was looking for. I went and visited Keller Williams, and just the people in the office, I just felt at home there. And truthfully, one of the other reasons I chose Keller Williams, I have not met a single soul that has come out of a Keller Williams office that hasn't been just like super happy and had a great personality. So I was like, you know what? They're doing something right in that office, because everybody I see that comes out of there, they're just, they're really happy people. So another thing I was looking for, so there was in-house broker and culture, and the third thing I looked for was the commission splits. It's obviously really important. So some were better than others. One offered me really low, and then I guess she liked me during the interview, called me back, and I was like, okay, we'll give you higher, whatever. But at the end, and the office was actually walking distance from my place, and at the end of the day, I decided to go with Keller Williams. I love Keller Williams. I love their belief system, the culture in their office. I love how they have profit sharing, so you have more than, just one way of earning an income. So that's the reason. Those are the reasons why I chose Keller Williams. The commission splits, you just have to kind of come to an agreement with the company on yours. Some are more set than others. Cole Banker called me back and was like, we'll offer you more. So anyway, that is why I chose Keller Williams. I love Keller Williams. They have a strong belief in putting God first, family second, and career third. And with the company that has that belief system, I know they're like a solid choice. And it's cool just being in the office. I'm kind of like, I just now got like reconnected with God. And so being in an office that, has that vibe to it, it's really just different. When you're around people who are just positive, uplifting, and godly people, it's just different. And people really care, and they go the extra mile to help you out, just being selfless. I know that can be in any office, but I know that at Keller Williams, that's the way I felt. And so that's why I chose Keller Williams. So anyways, I hope that has helped you out. Again, any questions, comment below so that way I can pinpoint what y'all are looking for. So I feel rock solid about my choice. I've attended so many trainings, like almost everyone that I can, and they have this Ignite program for new agents to come in and kind of trains you on from your mindset to knowing what you're doing, like the reason why you're doing what you're doing, and breaking it down to what, as agents, what are our most important duties, and of course representing our clients, but also lead generating, and because the word of mouth is how we build our business. But anyway, it goes in depth and a ton of different avenues. I'll actually try to bring out that book and talk about that, because that would be a great book to talk about, the Ignite book. So anyways, I hope that answers some questions. In the meantime, while you're deciding, what company you want to go with, and everything like that, I highly, highly recommend to read books. I don't know where mine are, but Gary Williams, one of the co-founders of Keller Williams, has a few books. This is one of them. I actually have not read this yet, so yeah. But this one is going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. It's going to break it down on how to take my business where I really want it to go. It's called The Millionaire Real Estate Agent, Gary Keller. And the other one is in my car, but it's also by Gary Keller, and it's called The One Thing. So it's really, really good too. I'm almost done with it. So in the meantime of deciding where you want to go and everything like that, study, educate yourself. No matter what profession you go into, always try to study and get to know your field better. So anyway, I hope that was helpful, and good luck to you guys.